right, Shalom. Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right, I'm the brother War, back at you again with another lesson. And normally, well, not say normally, but what I had just started was an episode called Blow with the Wind. But because we are in the memorial blowing the trumpets, all right, I want to bring this to attention, you know, just like my apostles and elders and brothers on down, all right, because it's all about rehearsing the righteous acts. And memorial blowing the trumpets, a reminder to gather Israel to hear the words of the Lord, hear the law, and all the ordinances the Lord gave us. All right, so, you know, memorial blowing the trumpets. It's when the Lord gathered Israel to speak, man. You know, there's trumpets that'll be blown, just like we're blowing the trumpet today as well when we prophesizing. So you're supposed to hear the trumpet sound, and you're supposed to know what sound it is. All right, so the memorial blowing the trumpets is a Sabbath, okay? It is a new moon, which came in yesterday. So let me go and read that. Let's just start with that. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23. And let's start there. Verse 23. It says, "And Yahawah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing the trumpets, and holy convocation. Ye shall do no severe work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahawah." All right, so memorial blowing the trumpets. It is a new moon, okay? A new Sabbath, which a Sabbath you're supposed to understand, you know, what that is if you in this truth. It's a day of rest. You don't till the fire, you know, you don't have sex with your woman, all right? You want to not do things of your own pleasures. You want to meditate on the Lord. You know, when we do these shows, when the brothers, the apostles, elders, men across the world, all right, teaching Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi with 100% truth, when these shows come on, it's supposed to remind you to meditate on the Lord. Remember, the scriptures say, seek the Lord while he may be found. Scriptures also say, seek him 10 times more, you know. Now, in this God-forsaken, wicked society, you know, it's full of distractions. And we could be easily distracted and caught up in the world because there's so much that goes on in the world. You got family, you got friends, all right, you got entertainment, okay? You have your you know, a job, you know, you want to make money, you want to live, but we're not caught up in the world, all right? The Lord took us from the world, all right? That's why the world hates us, as the scripture said. You know, they hate to hear this rebuke. They hate to hear this reproof, which is correction, you know? So anyway, memorial blowing the trumpets, it says, in the first day of the month shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial, which is a reminder, all right, of blowing the trumpets, because the word Zion means monument, all right? So you're supposed to remember Israel, okay? It says, and holy convocation, which makes it serious, okay? It says, ye shall do no severe work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, man. So what could we do today? You know, brothers still got to work. You know, like for an example, I didn't want to do this show myself. You know, I reached out to brothers. It was kind of last minute thing. Brothers got their thing going on. I didn't hit them yesterday and, you know, prepare brothers that I wanted to do a show. The spirit hit me, you know, and I want to be in the spirit of the Lord. So I hit brothers up. Whoever could come, brothers couldn't come. It is what it is. So I'm here, you know, just, you know, doing the thing, man. You know, I want to be in the spirit. So this is what we do. You know, we constantly want to feed the Lord's elect, you know, and just so happy brothers couldn't come, but it's cool because I know brothers will be here next time. All right. But it's a reminder, man. All right. Memorial of blowing the trumpets and holy convocation. It says, ye shall do no severe work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. All right. Now, you know, being that we're rehearsing this thing, are we going to get it perfectly right? No. Okay, sometimes brothers, like I said, brothers got to work, brothers got to handle their business, you know, responsibility, you know, brothers, hey, it is what it is, but may the Lord show us mercy, man, you know. And also too, brothers can't forget sacrifice sometimes too, if you can, you know. Just don't be in that spirit, man, you know, not want to get up. But anyway, let's go to the book of Judges, okay? And this is Judges 5 verse 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers and the places of drawn water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahawah, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahawah go down to the gates. All right, so the key point, the key word in here to stress is rehearse. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawn water. All right, today we're still in that state. We're in that state, okay? That condition. We're in that condition because we're slaves. All right, Jake is out here looking for employment. And employment means to be a slave. You're working, all right, to basically feed the master, man. All right, and then you get your pennies on the side. All right, and you have today, which we at the end of Esau's kingdom, and these prophecies are coming to pass. We at the last few prophecies, and one of the last few prophecies is World War III, which is really the last one, you know, to Yahawashi crack those clouds and fight against this dragon, man. Okay, and what's going to happen is it's going to be a thermonuclear war, meaning these thermonuclear missiles are going to be shot off, man. So let me read it again. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawn water, there shall ye rehearse the righteous acts of Yahawah. So what we're doing is rehearsing. It's important to remember, you know, the holy days, to remember to rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. If you wake up and you know that you're an Israelite, you believe, all right, you got this truth, the Lord gave you the gift of faith, you know, this is what we do. All right, this is that renewing of our mind and being washed by his word. We're no longer a part of this world. All right, this world is, you know, sacrifice. Hey, fuck it, man, because we living for the Lord, man, you know. And it says, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel, and shall the people of Yahawah go down to the gates. Now what I want to do is go into this word rehearse, quick definition search. All right, and this is the Collins English, and it says, when people rehearse a play, dance, or piece of music, they practice it in order to prepare for performance. So it's all about practice. All right, it's practice. It says, when people rehearse a play, dance, or piece of music, they practice it in order to prepare for a performance. All right, so we're preparing to be perfect through Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi. All right, when the Lord make his return, he's going to change us. As Apostle Paul said, we'll be changed in the twinkle of an eye. And what's going to be changed is our bodies, man. Okay, our minds as well. He's going to take the stony heart out and give us the heart of flesh. He's going to activate the new covenant, because we're not in the new covenant yet. Okay, we're going to have our bodies, our spirits, and our flesh is going to be one, and we're going to be perfect like Yahawashi was. Okay, or like he is, I should say, because he still is perfect. All right, so, all right, with that being said, a reminder to gather Israel to hear the word of the Lord, hear the law, and all the ordinances of the Lord, hear the law and all the ordinances the Lord gave us. All right, so put your mind on the Lord, man. You know, our mind should be on the Lord anyway, being that these times we're living in. All right, these times we're living in is very troublesome, and trouble's coming down the pipe. Jacob's trouble is near. Okay, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Well, scriptures say, 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right, so anyway, let's move on. let's grab here the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, and Yahawah spake unto Moses, saying, make thee 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. It says, and if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east parts shall go forward. So you see, you can imagine, you know, when we was living in our land and the trumpets was being blown as alarms was going off, all right, those was different signals, man, for different parts of Israel, man, to move, man. Now that's how you move, man. That's dope, man. All right. It says, and if they blow but with one trumpet, and then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee. And this also proves and shows us Iraq, all right, which is order, because Israel always been about order. Well, let me say Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi has always been about order. So just as well as we're rehearsing the righteous acts today, all right, we're coming back, we're continuing the ministry of Yahawashi. You know, it's done with decency and order. So you're going to have men that are over you. You're going to have certain brothers are over you. All right, you're going to have to do things a certain way with the proper ordinances to please the Lord. Because it's all about pleasing Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi. All right, and the Lord showing mercy unto us. You know, feeding us a good life. That's what we really want. But obviously, you know, the good life, what is it? You know, we're going to have a good life when Yahawashi return. You know, but the Lord did make this earth for us to enjoy it. He even made this earth for the heathens to enjoy it, but to be properly what? In order. Okay, Israel need to be the divine judges of the world as they supposed to be, because the Lord made this world for us. Okay, so it's order, man. So this also teaches you order. Now it says, when ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward. When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm. And they were blowing the ram's horn, man. You know? It's dope, man. Hey, you want to get back to the things that we once knew, man. It was a lot more beautiful, all right, and pure than things that are done today. You know, it brings that spirit, that righteous spirit out of you, you know, doing the righteous acts, man. All right, now let me continue. It says, verse 8, and the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if ye go to war, when you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord Yahawah, your power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. So the Lord gave us the ordinances and things we need to do to be delivered. So what are we doing today, man? This is beautiful, man. Because the brothers, you know, start with my apostles and their elders, you know, that started this thing, going back to Abin Bivens, all right, King Mashar, Elder Yahawah, and the rest of the elders, you know, the apostles' elders, and then now the apostles, and then you got elder brothers, and then you got up and coming elders, then you got, yeah, man, look, man, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Matter of fact, let me read it again. It says, and if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered, because it's all about being remembered. That's why we're practicing the righteous acts, because we want the Lord to remember us. You know, you want the Lord, I know me personally, I hope the Lord look upon me and see righteousness, man. See that I'm striving at least, you know, because all of us are filthy, man, you know. So may the Lord show mercy upon all us brothers, man. That's, man, it says, and ye shall remember, and ye shall be remembered before Yahawah your power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies, man. So that's why it's important to rehearse the righteous acts. It's important to keep the ordinances, man. Keep the order, you know, because we want to be delivered in this time. It says, verse 10, also in the day of your gladness, and in your Solomon days, and in the beginnings of your months. All right, which month? Moon, showing you the seasons. All right, goes off the moon. Okay, your Sabbath should come in off the moon, not a Friday night, a Saturday night. Okay, so it says, and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your power. I am Yahawah, your power, man. Call halal la Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi. All right, call halal la Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi. So it's about the memorial of blowing the trumpets, man, which is a reminder to gather Israel to hear the words of the Lord, hear the law and all the ordinances the Lord gave us. All right, let's go ahead, let's move on. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 81, verse 1. It says, sing aloud unto Yahawah our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the Yahawah. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither and timbrel the pleasant harp with the psaltery. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our Solomon feast day. For this was a statute for Israel and a law of the power of Jacob. All right, which is the power is Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi. So for this was a statute for Israel, which is Yasha Allah, and a law of God of Jacob, man, and of the God of Jacob. All right, so let's see here. And Yahawashi was that ultimate sacrifice, man, and that's why we're able, you know, to come back to the Lord, because Yahawashi gave up his life, all right, for a ransom for many, which is that elect. Okay, he spilt his blood for the remission of our sins, man. So now through Yahawashi, all right, we can get back to the Father and being one, being that chosen from the very beginning. All right, and that's why it's all about the elect. Okay, so it says we blowing the trumpet today by prophesizing, right? Because also, you know, well, let me read this account, because I almost missed this account also. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, let me read this first. Matter of fact, I'll read this first. I'll read this. This is Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahawah cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So today we're also blowing the trumpet, man. We had a memorial blowing the trumpets according to the ordinances, to remember the Lord ways, his laws, statutes, all right, to remind us, okay? But also today we're blowing that trumpet. We also went over how trumpets were being blown and alarms would sound to assembly, you know, certain orders, you know, for Israel. So today, when we're prophesizing, the men of the Lord are out there teaching, that's also blowing the trumpet. That's also sounding an alarm. Because when the enemy will come into our land, there will be an alarm and a sound, a distinctive sound on an alarm going off, and you will know that this is trouble. Okay, and right now we are in trouble because the enemy He wants to put that all on us, make us that perpetual slave. He wants to eliminate Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi, which is the true and living power, out the picture and make us his slave and he be our God. So we need Yahawashi at this very time, man. All right, y'all know what's going on around the world, the Satan's juice. And then eventually it's going to be that microchip, all right, which is the MOTB, Revelations 13:16 on down. All right, you got to get this understanding before it's too late, man. So anyway, let's read it again. Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, because the Lord has a mountain too. He has a holy mountain, which this word mountain represents government. See, Esau has his government, right? Which the word government means mind control. And he has his mind control. He has his way. He has his statutes, his laws. But the Heavenly Father who created everything that exists through Yahawashi, all right, he that got ears to hear, let him hear, and the Alahayim, the powers, okay, the Lord has his government. He's the one that set up the beautiful trees, all right, like I'm under a shade right now. You know, it's pretty out here. It's nice because the sun is shining. It's nice, good, fair weather. He created the birds and gave them order. He created the animals and gave them order. He created the fish so that they could have their world. Fishes can't come on land and take over our world, okay? They're in the ocean. Just as us, as creatures, because we're part of those creatures, when the Most High created the creatures, all right, we of the terrain, the earth. So we don't, and these sinful flesh and these poor bodies where worms and maggots eats our flesh when we pass away, we don't belong outside of this space, outside of this sort of fish tank we're in, because the Most High set an ordinance there. He set his government here. See, we of the earth, but E is trying to be above, which he's not. You know, he's going into he's going past measures that's going to lead to his demise, his whole destruction, his existence. You know. So anyway, Salakia, losing my train of thought a little bit. It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahawah cometh. So when we're blowing the trumpet and brothers out there teaching, you know, and pushing this truth in season and out of season, it's an alarm, because why? The day of the Lord is coming. All right. It's my favorite chapter, second Edges, the 9th chapter. The Lord is visiting this earth in which he made, man. All right. It says, for it is nigh at hand, and it sure is. We're very nigh. We're very close to salvation, man. All right. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. All right. Let's go into the book of Nehemiah. All right. Because Nehemiah is also, that's an account, you know, to show how, you know, the other nations were coming against us, but the Lord was with us. So that's why it's important to rehearse the righteous acts, to keep the Lord's ordinances to the best of your ability, to acknowledge the Lord. You know, if you call yourself an Israelite, then you must walk in the ways of being an Israelite. Don't be an Israelite just on a weekend, and then throughout the whole week you're a ninja or you're a harlot. It don't work that way. Okay? You're supposed to be renewed in your mind and washed by this word. You're supposed to be cleansed. You're supposed to be that new creature. You're supposed to be a different person. You know, your mind is supposed to be thinking differently, man. You know, it's all about the Lord, man. Nehemiah, let's read that. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole chapter because it's going to be pretty long. But what I'll do is I'll start at verse 15. And what I'll do is also, let me highlight this so I don't lose my point. But what I'll do also, I looked up a summary, all right, from snoops.com, all right, and it gives you a rundown of Nehemiah, the 4th chapter, and I want to read it because it's edifying, all right. So let's see, where should I start? All right, it says Nehemiah Praise, because this is a summary of the chapter. Brothers should read the chapter if you haven't read it. You know, brothers, we go through this every year, so brothers are very familiar with it. Then you got young brothers. If you're not familiar, read the chapter, man. Okay. It says, Nehemiah prays, asking God to bring the guilt of these enemies down on them since they taunted his people. So the people managed to rebuild the wall up so the people managed to rebuild the wall up to half its previous height, working really, really hard. But Sanballat, Tobiah, and the Arabs, the Amorites, and the Ashdites, it says, get even angrier when they hear how well the rebuilding and repairs are going. And that reminds you of today. You know, Esau is getting more angrier because he's seeing that the Lord's elect is gathering. The Lord's elect are awaking. Okay, they're awakening. I wouldn't say the elect is gathering through the word, all right? But they are being awoke. They're being sealed. And Esau sees that. You know, one of the apostles sent me a video with the guy Nate. You know, he told his testimony about how some Marine, or I guess ex-cop buddy of his, put him on to the elite groups, you know, looking to attack him, attack IUIC. You know, that was out of his mouth, you know, and because they're the largest or whatever, you know, they see them going different places and this like that. Well, guess what? That just proves to him that there will be Jacob's trouble, because he was also teaching that it wasn't Jacob's trouble, but even though he's backtracking, whatever. All right. But anyway, it says, and Sanballat, Tobiah, and the Arabs, the Ammonites, and the Ashdites get even angrier when they hear how well the rebuilding and repairs are going. It says they plot to attack the people of Judah, but the people pray and set up a guard 24/7 to keep watch against their enemies. So you got to imagine, in the time of Nehemiah, and they was rebuilding the temple again, and they had to hold weapons in their hands and also hold the tools in their hands to build. You know, that's like a movie today. You know, here it is on one side, they building, and then on the other side, they had to fight enemies. They had to fight the nations from being jealous, from being angry that we was establishing our temple again. Well, our home again, man. We was coming into some sort of power by having these walls built up. And he don't like that. All right. This is why he's going to do what he do. All right. Scriptures say in Revelation 12:12, he cometh down having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right. But you're going to lose, because according to the script, all right, of the Lord's movie, you lose. All right. It says they plot to attack the people of Judah, but the people pray and set up a guard 24/7 to keep watch against their enemies. The workers complain about how difficult the rebuilding has become, with tons of rubble piled everywhere. The people in the outlying towns warn about the enemies who are plotting against them. Nehemiah recognizes things. He stations people in strategic locations around the wall, guarding the reconstruction with weapons, man. Woo. So the Lord was with Nehemiah, all right? Just like the Lord is with his elect today, okay? It says he urges the nobles, because to have that thought process, to do that, to have the scoop, all right, the scope, to see what's coming down the pipe, you know, you given a chance to win, you see? That's why it's good to know, to be in the business of knowing, all right, which is the truth, which is the knowledge of Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, not knowledge of this fucking wicked world. Who cares about this shit? But the true knowledge of Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, because it gives you a chance to win. It gives you a chance to escape. So don't be in a state of ignorance, all right? It's good to know, all right? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, all right? It says he urges the nobles, officials, and everyone else not to be afraid, to remember Yahawah, and to fight to protect their kin, their families, and their homes, man. It says the enemies realize that their plots been foiled, and they don't attack. That's Esau. I mean, well, today. I'm comparing it as it was in the past in this account with Nehemiah to today. Because it's the same thing going on again. But we're building up a spiritual temple, man. Okay? The third temple, which is the elect being gathered by Yahawah's word, man. Not something physical. Back then it was physical. Right now the Lord left it to be spiritual because it's about faith. All right? So it says, however, from that time on, half the workers hold weapons and guard the site while the other half work. It says the workers themselves work with one hand and carry a weapon with the other. The builders all have swords strapped to their sides, man. And that shows you that unity, that they was in sync to be on one accord, is the spirit and power of Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. They all was on one accord together, man. And today you can't get Jake to be together for nothing, especially not the Negro, okay, the tribe of Judah. This is why they so spoiled and degenerates, man, because they can't get on one page. Esau just destroyed them, man. And that's why the Lord is ultimately going to destroy them, all right, and make them new, okay? What you going to do for all of us, but on this side, the elect is going to be delivered, and 2/3 going to be destroyed. It says, the workers themselves work with one hand and carry a weapon with the other. The builders all have swords strapped to their sides. Nehemiah tells the nobles to come to their aid if the workers blow a trumpet for assistance, since they're pretty spread out as they rebuild. All right, so among them, if they see something that this side don't see, when they hear that horn, they will come over, you know, and get ready, man. Nehemiah tells the nobles to come to their aid if the workers blow a trumpet. See, blowing the trumpet, man, sounding that alarm. It says for assistance. So we blowing the trumpet for assistance, man. Assistance from Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. We need assistance. We need divine power, divine intervention, man. Okay, the Lord coming in between, setting things right. It says, since they're pretty spread out as they rebuild. See? Nehemiah orders everyone to spend the night inside Jerusalem inside Jerusalem itself, so that they'll be able to repel any nighttime attacks. It says neither Nehemiah nor his brothers, servants, or men of the guard stopped to even wash or change their clothes, and they kept their weapons in their right hand at all times, man. Now this don't give you license to be a ninja today, because guys will read this, they read our manliness and of our ancient time, that spirit we had, but today they're adopted with being a nigga, you know. I sleep with my hammer all day long, and that just shows you that we Jake, man, because Jake, you know, they like to in the hood talk that gangster shit, you know. I always sleep with my hammer, you know, and guys from the world, they find out they're Israelite, and then they carry that same vibration of being this gangster thug ninja, all right, into the truth, and they try to merge it. You can't do that, man. All right, it's nothing wrong with having a weapon, just like this guy Sakari, man, you know, making rap videos and shit like that, and then talking about you mess with us, we carry sticks in our camp. You guys, man, Lord's gonna fix you, man. That's it, man, because I don't even want to go into that, because I did a lesson on that yesterday. All right, and Lord willing, I loaded up, because that man, you know, you're giving this image, this vibration for you're holding back men. Well, excuse me, you're not helping the young men to put on a new creature, man, to become new creature. You're helping them merge themselves of their mentality of the world being in its truth, like it's okay. All right, just because you call yourself, you say I ain't breaking any laws, you're selfish. All right, what about these young men that has a hard time and a problem with the habits that they picked up from the world, man? And it shouldn't be seeing shit like that. They should be cursing that shit out so that they could get right, you know, until they come up on a level. You know, rap music is not a sin, but why would you want to be in that type of vibration and promote that to Israelite men, you know, that are out here that, you know, that already into that shit? Anyway, damn. I don't want to go too far into that, man. God damn. All right, anyway, let's get back. Neither Nehemiah nor his brothers, servants, or men of the guard stopped to even wash or change their clothes, and they kept their weapons in their right hand at all times, man. All right, and that's basically it. You know, I don't really got to read Nehemiah, the 4th chapter. You can read it. We read it. All right. Let me get Amos. Let me get the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown? See, the trumpet. Memorial blowing the trumpets. All right. Remember, memorial blowing the trumpets, a reminder to gather Israel to hear the word of the Lord, hear the law, and all the ordinances the Lord gave us. So, Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? And the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahawah have not done it? Surely Yahawah will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets, man. You see? So the prophets always got the heads up, and they give out the warning. They're set up to be watchmen, you know? So brothers are blowing the trumpet, man. Brothers are blowing the trumpet so much, you know, there's no excuse. Because every time a brother do a video, he's blowing the trumpet, man. Brothers go out there on the highways and byways, he's blowing the trumpet, man. You know? And apostles, you know, the way that we're taught here in GreatMillStone, all right, is to be fervent, to be hot in this truth. So doing your shows every day, all right, is to keep you on fire, man. Of course, you got to balance. Of course, you don't want to do too much, and you want your lessons to be edifying. You know, I hope these lessons I do are edifying to someone out there to eat and learn. Maybe something they didn't know. Maybe it could help. You know, that's it. That's all we can do. You know, talk to the wind. You know, so yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to read the scripture again. This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Because you're supposed to be afraid when you hear that trumpet, man. When you hear that alarm. This is why these EMT and fire trucks have alarms, man. And when you hear that, you know it's something going on. Somebody hurt, somebody dead, a fire, you know. Where they get that from? They got that from us, man. Except for that tone, that frequency that be, woo, woo, woo. That shit demonic, man. The red and blue lights of the cop car. That shit is demonic, man. All right. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely Yahawah will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. You know, and also too, every time I do a unlisted video like this, it's live, but it's unlisted. So they hold YouTube, they hold the video to tomorrow. You know, they don't let me load it up today. So maybe I should just let it run live. That's why I wanted the brothers to be here with me, so we all, you know, be in the spirit. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Lord willing, I pray that you're edified. You know, remember memorial blowing the trumpets, man. All right, new moon came in yesterday. Remember the Lord in his ways. Continue. Keep praying, and also put up those curses for this place. Scriptures say, hasten the day. As Elder Apostle Tahar coined this year, the year of the hasten of our Lord. All right, scriptures also say, pray for a few days unto this place. You know, shit, if the Lord don't shorten the days for the elect's sake, no flesh shall be saved. So we need Yahawashi, Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. So I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom.